like your party is not so much serious in Odisha. Only one seat of Odisha. Your Congress party has only one seat in Odisha, that is Korapur. It was brought to poll yesterday. There was a program of Rahul Gandhi, but it was cancelled in last moment. So is it like Congress party is not giving so much?
No, Rahul Gandhi had to go to file his nomination papers that morning in Raebareli. We are confident, we are fighting a spirited campaign. We've been out of power for 24 years, no doubt about it. But we've had many challenges. And we are facing a combined opposition of the BJP and the BJD. It's not a triangular contest, it's actually a bipolar contest. We have Congress on the one side and the BJP-BJD informal alliance on the other. And the issues that we have raised, issues of price rise, unemployment, farmers' distress, increasing inequality, the failure to implement social security programs and schemes. Those issues are resonating with the people. I myself was part of the Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra, which went through Orissa, for particularly the tribal areas of Orissa, western Orissa. And we saw from the response of the people that they are ready to give the Congress a new mandate.
What are the specific issues in Odisha that you are taking to the common masses?
Well, we are fighting here, Odisha, like in Arunachal Pradesh and in Andhra Pradesh. We are fighting both a national election as well as an assembly election. But broadly speaking, the priorities are issues of farmers, issues of youth, issues of tribals and Dalits and OBCs, and issues relating to women. I mean, these are, broadly speaking, the guarantees that we have given from the central government and guarantees that we have given for the assembly election as well.
Sir, after Rahul Gandhi agreed on one debate with Modi, like the BJP has put forward BJP Vice President Abhinev Prakash's name.
No, listen. There was a request made from three distinguished individuals for a debate between Mr. Gandhi and the Prime Minister. Mr. Gandhi replied saying, I am ready to have this debate. Either I or the Congress President, Mr. Kharge, will participate in this debate. So, I mean, as far as I am concerned, that's where the matter is. 4 days have gone by, the Prime Minister has not responded. And frankly, who is Tejasvi Surya? He is the man who opened the emergency exit door, the last I recall, while he was travelling on an aircraft, and made sure that he got away scot-free because he was an MP.
So, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has questioned Congress understanding of the cost associated with social welfare scheme, including the proposed 1 lakh.
Well, I don't want to respond to an outgoing finance minister, but similar questions were raised when the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act was promised in 2004. Similar questions were raised when the National Food Security Act, was passed through Parliament in 2013. And I have no doubt in my mind, with faster economic growth, with better tax collections, we will be able to find these resources. These are not favors we are doing to any section of society. These are basic elements of social security. Farmers require it. So if you can write off 16 lakh, this outgoing finance minister and the outgoing prime minister have written off 16 lakh crores of loans of a few industrialists. So why can't they write off loans of farmers like the Congress party did in 2008? 72,000 crores worth of farm loans were written off. It was a debt loan waiver scheme. And the basic income guarantee that we have given, that one woman in every poor family will get 1 lakh of rupees per year, which is 8,500 rupees a month, into her bank account, is the least that the government of India do. What is the point boasting that we are the world's fastest growing economy, soon to be the world's third largest economy, if we are not able to fulfill the basic income requirements of poor families, if we are not able to meet the requirements of workers, if we are not going to be able to meet the basic needs of farmers. These are people who require urgent assistance. And it is the response. We need faster growth. The Congress party is all for faster growth, but this growth must ensure equal distribution of the fruits of growth, and of course it must also be environmentally sustainable. In the last 10 years, we've had economic growth. 21 industrialists have accumulated as much wealth as 70 crore Indians. This is clearly an unacceptable situation.
So how would you compare the this one that this is now for Congress government with the one provided by Odisha government's Mission Shakti, which the women, they are talking about women empowerment, which have turned into a major workload for Jews and the other.
See, listen, the entire Ajivika program was started when I was Rural Development Minister. I came to Orissa, I remember, and we started this Women's Self-Help Group. The bank-linked Women's Self-Help Group program was started during my time when I was Rural Development Minister. And I have travelled extensively all over Orissa, in different parts of Orissa, when this program was launched. Of course, now Mr. Naveen Patnaik takes credit for it in Orissa, and Mr. Narendra Modi takes credit for it at the centre. But the reality is that in 2011, in July of 2011, the Manmohan Singh government launched Ajivika, the National Rural Livelihoods Mission, which was this nationwide movement for creating women's self-help groups linked with banks. This was based on the experience of Tamil Nadu and undivided Andhra Pradesh. It's a very successful program, but let's not forget when it started and who gave it the push. It was all done between 2011 and 2014.
Sir, talking about Odisha politics, like opposition here, opposition.
And let me also say this, that between 2011 and 2014, the Manmohan Singh government provided record assistance to the Odisha government for the PMGSY program, the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, the building of rural roads. Our priority focus area was Jharkhand, was Bihar, was Orissa. And again, I remember coming to Odisha multiple times and we were not doing any favor to Odisha. It was a legitimate requirement, legitimate right. We did not take credit for it because our objective was that rural connectivity must improve in the quickest possible time. And I can assure you that the assistance that came, 48% of the budgetary expenditure between 2004 and 2014 of the Odisha government was underwritten by the central government. That has come down to 41% under Mr. Narendra Modi.
So you also talked about Odia being given classified language.
Absolutely, I was the first.
Because all those years the ruling dispensation had been saying that.
See, I was the first. In February 2014, Dr. Manmohan Singh declared Odia as a classical language. There were 6 classical languages, classical Indian languages: Sanskrit, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, and Odia. Odia was declared in February 2014. And on the 16th of March 2020, I raised this issue in Parliament that you have given 650 crores for Sanskrit, 20 crores to Tamil, 3 crores for Kannada, 3 crores for Malayalam, 3 crores for Telugu, and 0 for Odia. 0 for promotion of Odia. If it's a classical Indian language, it should be supported by the government of India. I raised it in the Rajya Sabha. I mean, that speech is available on YouTube, where anybody can see it. And I spoke in Sanskrit, incidentally, as part of that speech, because that debate was on the Sanskrit University bill. So, absolutely, I mean, and no BJD MP raised this issue. Ultimately, I was the one who raised this issue. And it was Dr. Manmohan Singh, who was Prime Minister. On the 20th of February 2014, the Government of India issued an order declaring Odia as a classical Indian language. In the last 10 years, not one Indian language has been declared as a classical Indian language. Marathi has been demanding this status. The Prime Minister has not done anything about it. Whereas Dr. Manmohan Singh got 6 languages declared as classical Indian languages.
So talking of Odisha politics once again, one more opposition leader from BJP here said that the videos of CM which have been given to media are AI generated deepfake videos. So how do you see this being in opposition yourself?
No, I mean, the CM is the CM, he's Moni Baba. He doesn't speak. I frankly don't know how the government of Odisha conducts its affairs. But all I can say is that the BJP and the BJD, they are allies. They are part of the same feather. They're birds of the same feather. They're 2 sides of the same coin. And why have there been no great investigation on the numerous chit fund scams in Orissa? Why hasn't there been any great investigation and action taken on the mining scams in Orissa? Why? Who is being protected? And who is protecting whom?
Sir, in a recent interview, Amit Shah said that BJP will give a major lead in southern India. So how do you see?
They are going to be SAF in South India. They are going to be cleaned out in southern India, and they are going to be halved in the rest of India. Mr. Amit Shah is the outgoing Home Minister. He can go home. He's Home Minister. He can go home, and he can spend his time on cricket administration along with his son.
So how do you see the yesterday incident in Mumbai that somewhere it's like a administrative carelessness or failure?
You mean the natural disaster? Yeah, I mean that is, it's a very tragic, very unfortunate. It was, what can I say? I mean, my tragic loss of life, tragic loss of property, and it's up to the state government. It's up to the local administration to take steps to ensure that such tragedies are not repeated. It's a humanitarian disaster, actually.